Right.
All right, we are recording now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Friday with Friends. So I'm really excited about this one. This is going to be fun, and not that the other ones haven't been, but this week I've got two people at the same time that mean a lot to me in my life, and wanted to introduce you all to them and hear some stories, share some laughs, and do what we do every Friday on Friday with Friends. So with that said, I'm going to turn the mic over to these two wonderful folks and let them introduce themselves. Go ahead, guys.
Hello, I'm Linda, and I'm Tony's mom.
Oh, hello, I'm Earl, and I'm Tony's stepdad.
Yeah, I got mom and stepdad in the house today. Well, in their house and my house, so in the houses today. But, I was trying to think through, like, who else do I want to get on this show? And I have introduced you all to everybody within my home. Last week, we talked to a good friend of mine. And this week, I'm like, you know what? This will be fun. Let me get my mom on and my stepdad, Earl. We'll have some good conversations, some stories. And you can hear the real truth about Tony Stanrod. And I'm a little nervous and a little scared, but we're going to see how this goes. So my first question, so I do the show every week, just talk about friendship, and with you guys being in somewhat of a different demographic than the folks I have been talking to. So we've had everybody from age range with my daughter Piper, who's 8, up to your age range, which is like 40, right? Yes. Okay. 40. So you guys have had a lot of friends, I'm sure, in your lifetime. So, like, what would you say if you had to put a definition on friendship? What does friendship mean to you?
Okay, well, to me, friendship is a person that you can just be yourself with, a person that you're not afraid to share your deepest fears with, a person that always has your back no matter what. When you mess up, will be bold enough to come to you and tell you that you've messed up. Just someone that's always, that's always there for you. My closest friend through high school was a girl named Marilyn. Marilyn and I met probably in about the 8th grade. We went through the rest of high school together and became very good friends. And my kids all knew Marilyn, and she just had the kind of personality. She became Aunt Marilyn. So you can tell that my kids cared a lot about her, but she was my closest friend. But that's what a friend is to me. It's just someone that you can call anytime, night or day. They're going to be there for you, that you can share things with, that they're a shoulder to cry on. There's someone that will listen to your sorrows and share in your joys. That's what a friend is to me. What about you?
Yeah, what about you, Earl?
Well, one thing a friend is someone you enjoy being with.
Exactly.
And pretty much the same thing is someone you can trust and someone you can rely on. They know all there is about you, and they still want to be your friend.
That's right.
You know what I mean? No matter what circumstances that come up, you're not afraid to, like I say, not afraid to share it with them. And a friend is usually always there when you need them at any time, and they hear things about you that nobody else knows, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's good. So you talked about high school friends you met in high school, which, I mean, that was what, like 10 years ago when you were in high school?
Yeah, probably 10 years ago.
Yeah, at least 10. We don't want to push it.
That's right.
Are there any are there any friends that you had in high school that you're still connected with now?
for me, unfortunately, Marilyn and I, she has developed a health issue she is no longer living here locally, and I really have lost contact with her, just to be honest. And I really hate that. I do, because I do think about her very often and wish that I did have a way to contact her. But no, probably not for me.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of moved on, and
Yeah, it's interesting because I wonder, and I mean, I'm almost as young as you guys, so I've noticed in my own life that, and I think this might be the same thing for everybody, but it seems like over time, like there are certain friends that pop in for a season
yes.
to be the presence they need to be for you then. And as much as you want that relationship to last, like for whatever reason, life just goes this way and you
Right.
don't. But like you still, like you define friendship based on those relationships, that's a lasting mark that it leaves on you. It probably shaped you as a person in a lot of ways. So it's almost like because I can't think of anybody, like I don't have anybody either that, like there's people I still think about that were very dear to me in high school, but that I'm not closely connected with now, but they left a mark on me, it shaped me in some ways. It's almost like it's a seasonal thing. Like people just pop into your life for a certain season, for certain reasons at certain times to be there with you. And then friendships develop with somebody else after that needs to be that in that next season, So yeah, just thought that was kind of interesting, but that's good. Just to shift gears a little bit. So who is your favorite child, Mom?
Well, I will say this. You are my favorite son.
Yes. Wait, I'm your only son.
Yeah.
I know. And you're my favorite son. So
I thought I was going to get it out of you. Who's your favorite stepchild, Earl?
Uh-oh. Well,
Don't answer that question.
I don't. All of you. All three.
Okay, that's a safe answer.
Safe answer. That's right.
Now, full disclosure, my mom told me not to ask that question before we got on this call.
Yeah.
So she
but
was
I knew you
using
were
that.
going to.
Good
She
advice.
knew I was going to. She's thinking about coming to see us next month and was blackmailing me not to ask that question. So just so you know, Mom, I ain't scared. I ain't scared of you.
Ain't scared.
Oh, yeah. You say that now.
That
Just wait
goes
till
say
I
it.
get there.
That's right. Yeah, it might be a
goes
different
for
story.
saying you wish you didn't. You don't want you to do it, but I can't keep you from it. But I make you wish you hadn't.
Oh, and one other little random thing, Earl. I got a dad joke for you. You ready?
Okay.
What do you call a middle-aged man walking on the stairs?
Middle-aged man walking on the stairs.
Yeah.
A step man.
A stepdad. You almost had it.
Stepdad.
And you're the
Dad.
best. And you're the best one. Yeah, I thought about you when I
Appreciate
read
that.
that one.
Thank you.
All right. So shift gears once again. How long have you guys been married now?
25 years.
25 years. That's a long time.
Hold on.
What do you think, for those of us that are married, thinking about being married, what is the key to a lasting marriage relationship? I guess just relationships in general, but I feel like marriage is obviously, there's nothing to hide. So those tend to be a little harder relationships than most because you're with the same person all the time. They get to see all the ugly and all that stuff. So what is it about a marriage relationship that makes it last?
Well, there's probably several things, but one of the things that come to mind for me is you've got to have a sense of humor. You've got to have laughter. You've got to have laughter in your relationships. Of course, things like trust, communication is very important, and sometimes we fail in that area. But communication is very important. With all of those steps, you're building levels of confidence in one another and trust in one another. And you have to, trust is very important in any relationship, but particularly in a marriage, because I don't have to tell you or any other couple today that there are so many temptations that are fighting against married couples to tear families apart. So trust, communication, just laughter, being able to say I'm sorry, no matter how hard it is, but saying I'm sorry. Sometimes even when you're not at fault.
Interesting. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know about, he'll have to answer for himself.
Well, and I'm sure like the Earl's good looks helps also.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yes, that's tantamount. Yes.
That is.
You got just a nice personality. You know what I mean?
Well, he does have a nice personality, and I'll tell you that the thing that attracted me to him was his sense of humor. He made me laugh. He made
That's a
me.
funny guy.
He is.
Yeah. Earl, I don't know if you know this, but I know you're not on Twitter. Do you know what Twitter is?
Yeah.
No, I know you're not on Twitter. I was looking through, like, there were some things that popped up, sometimes on these social sites, things will pop up to remind you, like, this was posted X years ago or whatever. There was one point you had come up here to visit, and I tweeted a lot of Earlisms while you were here. So things like you would say, well, that's handier than a shirt pocket. And I would tweet that. Or you would say, he's about as bright as a flashlight with no batteries in it. And I would tweet that. Or, where were you when the lights went out? In the dark. Yeah, that's my favorite one. So just a little side note. Everybody knows about the Earlisms now.
Oh, okay.
And that sense of humor. I've shared that with the world.
That's almost
That's
slick as snot on a doorknob, man.
Almost slick as snot on a doorknob. You better watch out. Watch your feet. Wash your hands. Yeah. You guys, yeah. Yeah, I know this was last minute. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. I'm really proud of you for getting on Zoom. I know that that's another world, and I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I don't really even know how to use this, but so far it's working, and we were able
This
to
is
do
the
this.
third time I've been on Zoom, but last time was really sad because Nevaeh had her recital, and I missed the whole thing because I couldn't.
Yeah, she's my niece. Yeah.
And, and so by the time I finally got on, she'd already played all of her songs.
Oh, bummer.
So
You went back and watched it though,
but
right?
she did record it, and then Ian put it on YouTube, so I was able to watch it. So this is my third attempt. And if it wasn't for you walking me through it, I wouldn't have got on this time.
Third time's a charm, man. Third time's a charm.
And if it keeps going like it is, you'll have to show her again when you do it again.
I will.
I know it would be me.
We will do it again. What you guys don't know is we were on the phone for an hour before we started this. Not really, but yeah. No, not really. No, you did good, Mom. You did good. All right. Well, I love you both. Mom, you are the greatest mom in the world and the only one I've ever had. So that says a lot. Yeah. And Earl, you're the best stepdad a guy could ask for. So I appreciate you guys jumping on, sharing some of your life and your experiences on what you've had. And we'll be back again next week to talk more friendship with some more friends, make some connections, hear some stories. So appreciate you all tuning in this week on this episode of Friday with Friends. And until next week, peace out.
Peace.
And hello, everybody from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
All right. Take care.